Hey you, yes you. You like it when a girl physically tortures you and mentally abuses you until you break and start crying and she just looks at you laughing and smiling at you? Does that turn you on? Well, good for you, you're in good company. In honor of the anime that's going to come up in a few days, I want to talk about two other mangas that are similar to Nagatoro. Now, if you're an avid manga reader like me, especially a romance manga reader, you have probably read all of these already. I just want to express some of my personal opinions on these manga, so we can just, fight in the comment section. Now, before talking about these three, I just want to quickly talk about the two predecessors that started this teasing genre. Starting with the teasing master herself. Now, if you guys know any manga that precedes Takagi-san that was only about teasing, then do let me know, because I genuinely think this is the first of its kind in terms of teasing being the main concept of the manga. Now, Takagi-san is pure vanilla, completely safe for work. I can read it outside and nothing happened to me. Won't get any weird stares from other people, and it's probably the one that gives me the most diabetes. The teasing here is cute, the characters are cute, everything is cute. Nothing sinister here. Now it's when Uzaki-Chan comes that we are slowly moving towards the dark side. Now I can't tell you much because I read the manga a really long time ago and I haven't been keeping up with it, but from what I remember, it's still wholesome and horny, and I think the anime turned out pretty much the same as well. So if you enjoy the anime, good on you, man. Now finally moving on to the main event. Apparently this is the second most anticipated anime of 2021 spring, according to this YouTube video, and he's using whatever website that I don't know of. The video seems to say that the manga is cursed because nobody actually reads the manga but only reads the memes. That is most likely the case as well. From the first chapter, the teasing starts straight away. Now the dude's name, who is Senpai, yep, just Senpai, his name's hard to remember anyway, starts getting bullied the first time they met. Now you've probably heard this a many amount of times, but the faces are gorgeous. The expressions are just sublime. Now the obvious one is Nagatoro's expressions are always on point and we can always save the pictures for future use. But what actually makes those expressions really great is the counter expression from Senpai's face, no matter if it's being teased or being teased back. Speaking of being teased back, I don't know about you guys, but what I love about these mangas is when the male lead sometimes fights back and you see the female lead's expression change from her usual snarky position to this bewildered and flustered look. And just when you think the girl is gonna hit the boy, she suddenly holds back for some reason. Is it because she thinks she deserves it for all the teasing she's done? Or as far as the teasing goes, I don't think it's that bad. Maybe it's because I've been reading so many isekai villainous manhwas, and in those things, the torture is way worse. Now in terms of the teasing, out of these three, Nagatoro is definitely the worst offender. By a small margin. I always like characters that draw manga like Senpai because the author needs to draw two different art styles at the same time. As far as the story goes, it starts quite slow from the beginning until we reach the school festival arc, where we learn more about Senpai's senpai. She's pretty thick. Thank God the trailer has her. But we also learn more about Senpai through this connection. For the current arc in the manga, we finally get to learn more about Nagatoro. The story is not finished yet. Despite all that, I'm still gonna watch the anime because it's gonna be a good time. I love this manga, and I hope it gets to end on its own terms. Now on another topic, there's a term I want to use for these mangas that is called opposites attract. Now this term works in these three mangas because the two lead characters vary and contrast to each other immensely. Like the one we just discussed, Nagatoro is as far a different character to Senpai that you can possibly imagine. Yet somehow they are attracted to each other. You can see this concept in the previous or next couple of couples to a degree. Now on to Akutsu-San, or the full name, which is called Please Go Home Akutsu-San, or Kaede Kudasai Akutsu-San. Now you know what's amazing about this manga? Almost 90 to 95% of it takes place in a single room. Just saying, if you ever need ideas for writing a single story in a room, you can get some inspiration here. Like reading manga, sleeping, rainy day, ear cleaning, hand holding. But this one probably is the one that's the most cutest one objectively. Akutsu-san is objectively best waifu out of all three. In the lore, it has been objectively shown that she can cook and she wants to have kids with a male lead. Which surprise, surprise, I also forgot his name. But he is the one that does the most counterattacks out of all three. He doesn't do it on purpose most of the time either. I don't want to explain it here, go read it yourself, I get embarrassed just thinking about it. Going on to the one that I like the most actually. This girl is called Anjou, and the boy is called Seto. I saw a translation that had called them Angie and Seth, which made me laugh my ass off. The Japanese name is YANCHAGAL no Anjou-San. Can somebody tell me what Yancha means? Now why does Anjou-san have an objectively better story? Well, there are various ways it is. In one of the chapters in the beginning, we see a flashback before all the teasing started. Seto was trying to get Anjou to pass up some homework, but she was still bullying him like the other students. Anjou-san left for a while, and we see a couple of boys in the class making fun of Anjou, calling her a bitch or slut, I forgot which one. But our boy Seto stands up to the bullies, showing us and Anjou that behind the glasses of this uncool class president that there's a guy with character and doesn't judge others based on their appearance. He defended her even though he doesn't even know her yet. This was what ignited the teasing in the first place. This is just one of the many character moments that I love in this manga. Overall, the characters are all fleshed out more. Their relationship gets more stronger day by day. The one reason why I can say that Anjou-san has the best story is because of the side characters. The side characters tell us more about our main couple than they know about each other at the start. And the side characters also become couples in the manga. This automatically gets extra points from me. I love it when a manga has multiple couples. And they aren't boring either, they also have their own interesting story that also adds to the main story without taking away anything either. In fact, I might say that their stories are sometimes better and more intriguing. But forget about all of this for a minute. Let's focus on the main couple. They are the best couple because they have the best story progression and best character development out of all of these. And that's what we ultimately want, right? Even though throughout all the teasing, there is still a good story behind it all of that. The male lead starts off as a very timid guy but eventually becomes more of a strong character because he wants to protect the girl he loves. And vice versa, Anjou eventually becomes more kind and understanding to the male lead. Yeah, but the teasing still doesn't stop. So yeah, that's all I have to say about all of these mangas. Nagatoro is probably the most craziest one out of the bunch. Akutsu-San probably has the most cute story. While Anjou-san has the best story because they have the best couple. And all of them are lewd. So that doesn't matter. Again, this is just my opinion. I hope that after Nagatoro ended, I want a freaking Anjou-san anime. If Akutsu-san gets an anime before Anjou-san, I'll review all the isekai villainous manhwas. Here are the 5 names of the mangas we just discussed. And if you take the first letter of all the names from the bottom up, you get Anak Nazuta, which means nothing. Maybe if we remove Uzaki-Chan, I didn't talk about her that much. Yo, what the f***? Hey guys, this is my channel, this is my first video. I plan to talk about romance manga, slice of life manga, and other similar stuff. Thanks for watching.